I have half of that. If you want it. No. But I have half of it. There's ice cream in the fridge. The fridge if you want it. I can't help that. Okay. If you do go out, the sippy would be very cool. I appreciate the thought. I appreciate that. Love you too. Hello, this is a crazy angle. Is this the angle you're gonna go with?
Should I not?
Can I help? You're like you this is significantly better.
Yeah, this is where you're getting. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, you sound so crispy.
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay. It was very funny. Wow.
Okay, I think I fixed it.
It sounded better before.
Better. Worse.
About the same. But I can deal with it. I can live with it.
I think you might prefer the.
Which one it is? It's not allowed to change.
Okay. Then I'll do the headset.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, I have to do some quick finagling. Do this, and then.
No, it's okay. I have this light shining directly on me. There's not a lot of lighting in these hotel rooms.
Okay.
I think this actually might just be better.
It's certainly funnier.
I just think internet-wise, the internet's not great, but I'm on my phone, so.
Sure. That is fair.
Right here.
Okay. This is fine. And then I want me. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome. We'll get the show started as soon as possible. This is here. I should change the title. We're not the Riftbound Show. That's next week.
Yeah.
I need to rechange logo. I have it as the acronym T, and they're right next to each other.
Files.
Toss on quick little make a little viewer thing of what we're talking about. And then big download transparent background. We go there. Your question. Downloads there. Make you here. Click the record button and say, yo, what up? How's it going, Barrett?
Hey, what's up, man?
Welcome, everybody. For my people who are live right now, just getting their seats, we are ripping the cord because I got Barrett for about 20 big minutes. But we wanted to have a show this week, even though both of us are going to be pretty busy this upcoming weekend. For everybody who doesn't know, my name's Tam. I'm joined by my buddy Barrett. This is Tam and Barrett UniVersus Super Show. Normally a UniVersus call-in show where we get to sit down and talk and have a third cast member, you. But that's not what's happening this week, as we only have a singular topic, and that is the Glasgow Regional from 2 weekends ago, as last weekend was Thanksgiving weekend in the States, and so we were off. And so basically what we're going to do here is we're going to tend to yapping about Glasgow, about the events that happened, and then I took a trip out there, but we will keep it nice and brief so that Barrett can go and hang out with his cool new Rift Buddy friends.
True.
Barrett, I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. How are you, man?
I'm doing great. I'm well. I'm swell, even, as some would say. No, it's been great. A lot has been going on. Obviously, I'm in Houston right now for the Riftbound thing, which we'll talk about next week. You're going to be here tomorrow because you, Glasgow, and got to participate in this incredible event. Like you said, Thanksgiving. So I just think it's a disservice if we didn't talk about it. The time we will talk about it won't be until Buffalo weekend.
Correct. And it'd be even remotely. Barrett, do you have any questions for me about anything? Like, you lead the conversation, I'll answer stuff, and we can take it from there. And then
I mean, I already know the answer you'll give me is, only did you expect Mikasa Hizuru's Hope to do well? Obviously, the answer is yes. Mikasa Hizuru's Hope to do well? Obviously, the answer is yes, because you were bringing it. Did you expect 3 of them?
My shaped in such a way that if you do not have mainboarded answers to it, and it just decides to do the thing, it will just do the thing and kill you. Like, it can output numbers that can kill literally any character in the game, to the point where I was accidentally, we saw it on stream, I turned to Devil Gen twice. I was turned to in Godzilla's, like, and these are characters that don't really have ways to interact with the things that I'm doing. And so if you are not packing hate for this deck, it is very difficult to interact with. And I think that there is not a B tier deck alive that can beat this deck. I just don't believe that it's true. In all of the testing that I have done, in all of the games that I have lost, from the Stark Dark event into this event, I have dropped a total of 3. And it was to Midoriya. A very unfair deck, like rolling 5s to kill me, to like eke out that last point of damage, and then a Hanj list that ended up winning the tournament. And that deck is very good, is angled very good into the deck, because Unyielding Destruction is very strong against Mikasa. And like the backup Titan pile decks that don't show up, we got rid of your best offensive defensive piece. Unyielding went by the wayside, so I'm not surprised at all that 3 Mikasas got into that got in, because truthfully, the deck plays itself. There are some pretty obvious lines of, if your hand looks to, it's pretty straightforward how that deck plays.
So staying on the focus then with, the giant
Yeah.
one
Mhm.
being one
Mhm.
being the only one registered at the event. I don't think this is the only one registered at the event. I don't think this is a very debatable start. I mean, literally the one you start on turn 0.
Yeah.
The deck,
Yes. Yeah, I think it got like
unexpected.
second place in Swiss, which means it like ran all undefeated, ID'd in the last round, and then ran through top cuts.
Lots of tiebreaker.
Yeah. Like,
So truly went undefeated match wise.
yeah.
When genuinely the biggest thing is like, I'm not gonna say that like Titan piles on turn 2. Sure they did. Substantially reduced because of 9 Titans getting hit. And you're still fighting against 35 and 34 health characters for a lot of them, right? Like the
Yeah.
Mikasas we're talking about. We're talking about Godzilla's still existing, Double Gens. I agree with you that like the Mikasa deck being really good. I think all right now because it inherently had hit. And debatably, the only thing the deck really lost which is getting to the end.
Not clear itself, and your cards probably suck, specifically on turn 2 when I'm trying to kill you. So like, yeah, the deck did not get touched even a little bit. But talking about Hanj, here's the deal, right? 9 Titans let the deck be unfair head, right? I start with 9 Titans, that's -4 damage, plus I have to accidentally turn it sideways and kill you with a Titan pile. The games that I had with Rocco, huge shout out. Genuinely, it has been a long time since I felt like I was outplayed multiple times inside of a match. Rocco absolutely fully deserved this win. He danced around me in a way that like I haven't seen since like back when Kevin broke like the intricacies top cuts, and I went, oh, I can't win this match, and he will win the whole tournament. Like he was playing out of his mind. Took him to game 3 though, pretty good. Get up, we took it to game 3. But the thing is you just have to. The lines are still.
You did not.
What I did not is no. It
UniVersus says no. You got 0-2.
Shucks. It was unyielding into barrage into Titan pile. You just play the second one and it still gets there. And because of how it works, you just build up a big enough stage and because you can use your backups, you're fine. Of Grisha's attack Titan to go pick up your pile that way rather than so like you have a second one to be picked up rather than building in the 9 Titans to double it. You just build in the wise. It just takes one extra check that is very scary to play. It's another 5 diff being played as your 4th card. So there's risk reward happen on it. Like you check back-to-back 3s in your 12 attack deck or whatever. It can happen. And then combined with he had to block cards. Like he wasn't allowed to sit there and just like, and so the fact that like he actually had to play real defense was really high impact and really like it felt more like a UniVersus match, which is exactly what the 9 Titans knows. That if you just like play the game correctly and like you get rid of these top end broken cards, it's broken, it should be banned. Like I felt like I played a good game against Rocco, and at the same time, like every time that Mitch Chimino also went playing his own character. Huge shout outs to him. That's so cool that he went and put his money where his mouth is and did well with his character. It came down to game 3. It came down to like having a bonus filled with that to turn off a key attack that can't be mitched, powerful, whatever, to like make something happen. And so like there was interaction. Very cool. So I expect to hopefully, fingers crossed, let's see more Hanges at Buffalo. I would.
So in that same category, I want to go then to the focus on fielding.
Yeah.
And this is a deck that is not necessarily abusing the card. It is just allowed to play the game for Foundation. So my question then is, the decks that it beat specifically in top cuts, which was Mitchell Chimino's deck, which needs a bit of a stage to function, literally.
Yeah.
Midoriya needs foundations.
Mhm.
Your deck also needs foundations.
Yep.
Do we just think that like people weren't packing the steel answers like filled with doubts? Do we think we will see more people play decks that can get the job done on 4 foundations?
It's
Is the
interesting.
success of this deck going to also plan promote backup centric decks like Ziggy or Warchief coming back? Because the deck can still play the game and gets to play Unyielding and play 5.
I think that the question that you're asking is the fundamental question of the room temperature of the format. Is what unyielding decks is going to be, or unyielding decks in general. We'll talk them and then we'll talk backup separately, because there are still decks
Sure.
that can play unyielding very well, right? I don't think that any of the Godzillas that were registered, the biggest slice of the pie, the most represented character, Godzilla, did not make top 8.
Huge known player.
And so, like, when it comes to that, if we look back at shout outs to the teammate, the deck that I know the best, we have the Earth build was playing like two copies of it because the board wipe mattered. And so when like it's possible to shifts his tone and now goes back more to that unyielding, I'll soak up 3 momentum, I can pass my checks on 4 foundations. And so like the temperature of the room when it comes to unyielding destruction might that has right to try and stem that bleeding before it got there. Not very useful whenever they play Rock Barrage and they turn it sideways, but but like there are answers to it. I just wasn't packing enough of them. I don't know if my other opponents were packing enough of them, and so this is the ebb and flow of a metagame as diverse as ours of extra answers to stop it. Maybe unyielding decks will be Dio. I think it's just what do you personally think is going to be there?
To at some point, I'm a lot of time left, but with what's looming, Buffalo is happening very quickly, and officially, Guilty Gear released issues. There are inherently, in my opinion, a lot of cards within Guilty Gear that can be very good about the kind of that we're talking about. Not
Yeah.
even so much about like unyields to make Titan piles actually only deal 3 damage,
3. Yep.
or Megalovania's sealing offensively so that your back really can't be committed.
Yeah.
So it's
And that
like,
deck doesn't take momentum
if
at all. Momentum.
Yeah, and you ready? And it's Hans' sealed picture of Guilty Gear making a big enough splash to who I would debatably say deserves maybe second most amount of attention if we want to talk about but Midoriya making a finals second place. Also a deck that seemingly went untouched. Some of the decks were playing sweeping, like on air, of course.
Yeah.
But
the big thing about Midoriya, right, and when it comes to Guilty Gear format, symbols, he's got answers to everything. Gets stopped by 3 or 4, and then if I think it's impacted really relevant pieces, because or at this regional, I got to play Guilty Gear Sealed. It was very fun, and even in Sealed, I got to feel how good these were. Very underpowered. Am I playing a 3 diff 5 mid for 2 that just generates me this right? It's not a good card, but if I can. If I playtest enough and I play enough and do things without having the cards physically in my hand to go to my locals and play it, am I going to respect this token enough for it to shift and warp them?
I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm not involved in this conversation, but this is my last thing I want. There has been discussion amongst the community of potentially shifting Guilty Gear's legality date, shift it to a 2026 for legality reasons. Do you have a stance on this? Do you think that's if you get it, you get it? And I don't think these are strictly a problem of UVS games. I think it is the time of year, the world climate that we exist in right now.
Yeah.
Or do we?
I already don't like December releases. I would rather you just push it off the 1 month for the toy company to be like, hey, we're gonna release it in January to release, so it has its full 2-year lifespan. I get it, but like when it comes to like taking the business side out of it, for entire year life cycle, it kind of feels bad moment because this set is already going to have such a diminished lifespan. Just push it back and then let me play with it for even longer. I have not heard a single person say any disparaging things about Guilty Gear. Not one bit. Everybody is infatuated. I think this is the best received set since like Jetburn and Undaunted Raid. Like people like this feels like the perfect pendulum swing of new age attuned symbol units plus My Hero new reboot. Like this is the perfect storm of this all feels great. There's some minor like it feels really really good. And I want
50
reason that here's how I feel, and there's reason that here's how I feel, and here's my last point. I would rather you in 2028 ban Guilty Gear cards. They are too broken, and let me play with it for the cards for the full cycle. If they're little torqued because they're little torqued because and just to be candid, when that article comes out, because of the release of Guilty Gear, we decided to push the release, and these two cards were never meant to be in standard together. You were supposed to play these in retro, so this one has to leave for the 3 months that it has remained, and is goodwill for the customer.
Yeah, I just know that it's amongst discussion, especially the people that will be attending that event and probably can't get their hands on comments or in chat. I'm sure they have opinions as well.
Yeah, drop them in the comments of the video. It'd be very cool.
But that's all the time I have for you, Tam. But yeah, I mean, the event was a joy to watch, genuinely. Production I thought was great. I thought the players that were over there, I'm glad involved the like mix of North American plus the international, like it really was like a melting pot. What I know, more content pieces will be coming out for it, so I'm excited to see those, because especially with the like OP conversations that have been happening for the past couple months, who know, like when will, you never know. So yeah, enjoyed it. The event was great. For probably the rest of UniVersus, go.
Yeah, we'll see, buddy. I have to leave Omaha. My flight is out of Des Moines, hilariously. I have to leave Omaha at 4 a.m. to go catch my flight at 8. I should be in Texas roughly at from your hotel room, and I appreciate it.
Dip out. I'm sure Tam will do a segue, but for everybody watching, of course, we'll make sure to see you on the next episode. And remember, ask those questions, because we can't do the show normally without you.
Yeah, correct. All right, see you, buddy.
Bye.
All right. This is the end of the video. And I've got a top 8. That is hilariously not on this channel. So I have to make sure that my collab is ready. But I'm down to talk Glasgow a little bit with you guys. In the meantime, before I end stream and then reload over there. Do you guys have any questions? Fully filled Guilty Gear should have its legality extended. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. It's not because I want to spend more time with not Bishamon. I think Nago is dope. I think Nago is super cool. As if that's the not Bishamon that you're talking about. I think that guy is really cool. Somebody today said it reminded them a lot of Scorpion as a character, and I went, that's I think super fair. A character that is just like constantly like slamming damage, and like burning their own health in order to make it happen. I think that's a really neat way to think about it. And I did the math. If you press the Nago button 7 times, 28 points of damage tacked onto your moves for taking 10 health, which is so game ending. So game ending. Those are some unbelievable stats for pay 10 health. Like Like, I would for sure pay 10 health for plus 28 damage on moves that matter. And the fact that they are spaced out is, like, even better, right? Plus 4, plus 4, plus 4, plus 4, plus 4. I think the biggest issue that Naga's going to have is just, like, consistency when it comes to, like, drawing cards and, like, having attacks in hand. A lot of people are playing Echo moves. Echo with the tension mechanic. You also get to commit anything too, dude. And honestly, and that was like the craziest part about the deck is I was playing Kai against his Nago deck, Mick Kai, and I'm like, but my no, you don't get to be Rodan, and I'm like, ah. Okay. My collab is ready. And so here is what's going to happen, everybody. I have a Flesh and Blood top 8 that I get to now play. It will be right here on the channel. So, but it will be here on the Twitch, but it will not be on this YouTube channel. It's going to be over on youtube.com/TamCardwell. So if you are a YouTube viewer, I apologize. This is where our journey ends. Unless you'd like to come over to the Fab stream, in which case that would be very cool. Otherwise, we will catch you next week, next Tuesday, I believe, for our Guilty